the two most important postures to just bring your system to ease, to decrease stress, so that you can have energy. Most people think that yoga is all about all these different postures and doing a fancy flow, and that you have to know all these different names, Uddiyana Bandha, and have this fancy routine, but that's completely false. You see, even if you just learn two postures, and you sit and you just practice these two postures, you'll find your entire system can come to ease and feel stronger. And you'll have to put it to the test. One easy thing that you can do is just feel how your body feels when you're in an uncomfortable seat. Just sit down in like a bucket seat, where it kind of rounds your body forward like this. And it kind of puts you into this position, like in cars, it pushes you like that. Well, what happens to your system is, if I was gonna be like this and talk to you, you can even feel it in my voice. It changes the stress on the system. But when I come here, everything's aligned, everything's stacked, and I feel much more stable. Especially, you add to that a minute, 10 minutes, an hour, 8 hours a day, people are sitting. And they're sitting wrong. So I'm going to show you how to sit. So this is how you can sit when you meditate. This is how you can sit when you're even eating. This is how a lot of Asian people sit. This is called Vajrasana. This is called Thunderbolt pose. And this even helps your digestion. Now, these two poses that I'm going to teach you, actually, if you start implementing them in your life, you're going to find that you have more energy, much less stress, and that your mind is much more calm and at ease. And you're not going to feel this agitation. You're not going to feel this nervous energy. So the first step in yoga is just to know how to sit, because people sit all day long. So if you can sit like this. A lot of people are working from home nowadays. When you're texting, you can be like this. Very stable posture. That's why we call it Thunderbolt. It gives you energy. Diamond is another name for it, because diamond is very stable. And when you're in this position, you feel like you can stay here for hours. And it's actually redirecting the blood flow in your body to your digestive organs. So it's helping that energy manifest, because you only get energy from digestion. So let's say you have weak digestion. When I had weak digestion and I had IBS, after every single meal, I just come and rest here for 5 to 10 minutes, do my visualization, take a little meditation, do some gratitude, think about my day, plan out my day, and you'll find that you can breathe so deep and just come to such ease in this posture. So I especially recommend it for if you're stressed, if you feel mental stress, physical stress, digestive stress, or just an overall weak constitution. Spend 10 to 60 minutes in Vajrasana every day. I spend probably about an hour just in this pose every single day. How do you do that, John? Well, if I'm texting, instead of sitting, I'll go into Vajrasana, especially after a meal. I'll text and bring my shoulders back. I'll anchor my elbows into my ribs like this, and I have great posture. I also meditate in this position. You can do your breath work in this posture. You can do alternate nostril breathing in this posture. Isha Yoga and Sadhguru actually teach a meditation that takes like 30 to 45 minutes. It's called Shakti Chalana. And you sit in this position, and it takes you a good 30 to 40 minutes. I do that every single day. You'll find strength and energy from Vajrasana. So I wanted to introduce you to it. And basically, it's very simple. This is how you do it. 3 fingers distance between your knees. Hands can relax here. Heels sitting on your buttocks, or buttocks sitting on your heels. And you have to have some kind of mat. Well, most people do, because there might be pressure on your ankles. If there's pressure on your ankles, you can just put a little pillow underneath. And if you don't have the flexibility in your legs, take a block, and you can sit on the block. You see a lot of people doing this. Or take a little pillow, so it's not cutting off your circulation. So you're going to find a lot of stability and health come to your organs and come to your energy system just from practicing Vajrasana. Oh yeah, I have to teach you the next one. So coming out of Vajrasana, before we go on to Ardha Siddhasana, you basically just want to come out, wait 10 seconds here, let your knees get that blood and that lymph and all that lubrication flowing. You can come back here, wait 5 seconds, do it again. You only have to do this if you have any kind of pain or if you sit in it for longer than like 3 to 5 minutes. And then you can come out like this. Loosen everything up, let everything relax. And from there, I'm going to teach you Ardha Siddhasana. This is the basic sitting posture. This is the posture that you can sit in when you're going to a Sadhguru meditation seminar. And you're going to have to sit like this for maybe the whole day. And so you see people squirming, I would be squirming, you go like this. All of these create different responses in your system. You'll find that if you have food in your system, then reclining like this doesn't help digestion as much. So whatever position you're sitting in has different pressures and impacts on your body, on your energy, and on your organs. And you'll find that you won't be able to sit in a particular posture for a long time because it bothers your system. You'll get uncomfortable. Your body will say, move. So that's why the diamond pose is so powerful, because you can stay in it for so long. And so it's conserving energy, and it's actually building health. You know, people say sitting destroys your health, and sitting is worse than smoking. But if you sit right, it's not. If you sit wrong, it is. And a lot of people are sitting wrong. They're sitting wrong, and so the energy in their body is not transferring well through their spine. So these postures are the best for your spine. You know, the reason why sitting is worse than smoking is because people mess up their spines. They mess up their posture. And so then the energy from their brain can't travel through their spine to their organs correctly. And all their cells start to get devitalized, because it's kind of like when you squeeze a hose, there's less water that can go through. Same thing. You squeeze your spine with bad posture. And so you have to keep the spine erect, comfortably erect. So that's what these two postures do very, very well. So to do Ardha Siddhasana, all you have to do is bring your left heel to your perineum. The perineum is the point between your genitals and your anus, midway in between. So I put that there, and that's like a energy seal. It's very comfortable. And then you just bring your other leg here, hands palms face down, spine comfortably erect. And you'll find that doing this brings a majority of your body into contact with the ground, so spreading out the weight to the most surface area. If you do crisscross applesauce, you'll find more pressure on your buttocks. It's not spread through your thighs. There's 4 points of contact here. Here, there's one giant point of contact. So it makes a big difference. You'll find, if you experiment, crisscross applesauce in Indian style doesn't feel as stable as this. So take this posture, and you'll find you can meditate in this posture because your body's at ease. Most people can't meditate because their body's not at ease for many different reasons. It could be your posture. It could be your spine is uncomfortable. It could be that you don't have the core or the spinal column strength to sit like this, so you have to practice. So even just doing these two postures are practices. These are yoga postures. Make no mistake, this is a posture, and it does something very specific to your body. As a matter of fact, everything is a posture. And so as you become more and more aware, you'll find how to keep your body more and more at ease, and you'll find that it helps your mind. It helps your body work so efficiently, and then your mind has less stress. You're able to relax throughout your day. And the more you're able to relax in your body, the more your mind also relaxes, because your brain is part of your body. Your hormones come to ease, your stress levels are down, you naturally have more energy, and it'll make a big difference in your life. Just practicing these two postures, just learning how to sit, just learning how to keep the body at ease, just learning how to relax throughout your whole day. And it just reminds you, throughout my whole day, I'm gonna relax my body, I'm gonna relax my mind, and that's how you beat stress, okay? Resilience is about not beating yourself up by what you're doing. A lot of times we're doing things with our body, and with our mind that is actually stressing us. So it's not necessarily what's going on in the outside, it's not our hard job, it's not what people are saying, it's how we're actually holding ourselves. It's based on who we are and what we're doing to ourselves. And so the more we practice yoga, the more we start doing that on all levels: body, mind, subconscious, responses, energy, food, nature. You start becoming very observative of the impact of everything on you, because yoga is just all about perception. It's just all about observing what happens to you, becoming aware and realizing what's good for you and going towards it. It's about upgrading your perception so that you can do the things and know what's good for you. But you can only do that if you perceive. So these increase your perception. They bring you the ease, which is the only way to increase the perception. If you're too stressed out, you're not perceptive. The more calm you are, the more you'll notice. And the better you'll feel. So this is a slight variation of Ardha Siddhasana. When you open your hands, you make yourself even more receptive to all the energies that are happening. If you do this, it encloses you. If you do this, really encloses you. See, this is protective. So you'll start to notice throughout your day, the body responds based on what it's doing, based on what it needs, and then you can become more and more conscious of it. But start with these two postures because they're the most preliminary and basic and helpful and vitalizing. So you're looking for energy, you're looking for stress reduction, you're looking for a return of that vitality. Just practice these two, but start to become meditative. Just observe. Meditation isn't just when you do this and say Om. You can become observative and perceptive in your everyday life and bring a sophisticated response to how you do everything, okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I want to also let you know that I put these in a PDF. So if you want to have these on a PDF and learn the details of how to do these, and if you have FAQs, if you have questions, leave them below. Because I want to know what you guys are thinking, what questions you might have about these basic postures. There's a surprising amount that goes into just knowing and practicing and mastering these two postures. So this is your yoga practice. And in that PDF that I'm giving to you guys, which also includes a 7-day cleanse, it's just going to outline everything in 7 days. I call it the 7-day Yogi Cleanse Challenge. Because in 7 days, you can start living a yoga lifestyle that will bring really nice ease, talking about nutrition, a little bit about intermittent fasting, the simplicity of herbs, and the simplicity of just these two basic poses. So if you want a simple outline of that with an audiobook, I read it to you. Then click below and you can take the 7-day Yogi Challenge so that you can start feeling less stressed, so that you can have that energy back, so you can restore that youthfulness and that vitality, that nice mojo that you used to have, so that you can keep on going in this career, not burn out, so that you can have the energy to innovate, to create new creative things in your business, be your own boss, find private clients, work less hours, but make more money. That's what I want for us, because massage therapists change people. Massage therapists are healers. They're the beautiful golden retrievers of the healing world. Very holistic, very natural, full of life, full of energy, and we spread these amazing practices to people. And people learn, become more healthy. It's like we're enzymes to the world. It's like we're Jedis to the world. We create more Jedis everywhere we go, health Jedis. And that's what I love, and I don't want people burning out in the field of massage therapy. 80% are burning out within 3 years. We can't have that. We're soldiers on the battlefield. People are getting taken out by the landmines in society. We gotta be smart enough to perceive those landmines, to avoid them, and eventually we can uproot all the landmines in society together. But it takes a city, it takes a town, it takes a village, and together we can stay in the game. We can stay healers. We can we can remain healers, soldiers on the battlefield, helping other people heal, recover, learn, transcend, and together we can transform society. But don't quit, don't give up. Don't quit, don't give up. Just learn the yoga science. Learn to be your own boss. Be your own boss of your mind, your body, and your business, okay? You should be the boss. And in this field, it's the easiest to be the boss. And that's why I'm constantly talking about it. All of these things, you should be your own boss. Your body should not be your boss. Your boss should not be your boss. You should be your boss. You can make more money working less hours if you're your own boss. That's how you stay in this field. You have to not be underpaid. You have to be appreciated. You have to not overwork, and you have to know how to recover and heal your stress. Bring the vitality back so that you can transcend that vitality, both with knowledge, but also by the billboard of your body, the billboard of your brain, the billboard of your business, okay? I care about massage therapists so much. I want you guys healthy. I want you guys happy. I want you guys paid well. I want you guys compensated for the amazing healers that you are. I want you staying in this field for 30, 40 years. I want you guys with me to stay in here and to keep on going and spreading this amazing message. It's amazing. And we get to teach people and bring our passions to them. Yoga, nutrition. People are bringing Tai Chi, exercise, weightlifting, Pilates, swimming, calisthenics, all these beautiful life-bringing things. Music therapy, sound healing, ice baths, yoga retreats, hiking, all of this wonderful stuff. That's what massage therapists stand for. That's a miracle. We can work miracles in people's lives because that energy spreads. And I'm in love with it, okay? So keep hope alive. Stay in the field. Heal your body, heal your brain, heal your business. You can do it. You know, I was in a dark place for a long time, and I almost burnt out, I'd say 3 or 4 times. Every single time, the yoga science lifestyle saved me from it. It's so holistic. It brings everything that you need to the table so that you can heal, right? And so the practical part of it too is what I'm constantly wanting you guys to get. And it's so easy. People think it's not easy. It's easy to get private clients, okay? So watch my other videos. Like this video if it helped you. Subscribe so that you can keep on getting this amazing information. We can share this community and move forward together. Get that PDF. Download it. Learn the basics, the 7-day Yogi Cleanse Challenge. Cleanse everything in your life. Start, reset. Push renew. Get an overhaul. You're gonna feel great. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.